Another video for you here, guys. This is about getting home, getting to your loved ones, getting your loved ones out, go bags, get home bags, that whole philosophy. Recently took a class of thermodynamics, going to go over that a little bit, and also my new get home bag, what I purchased, why I purchased it, and some interesting things about the pack itself. Coming right at you guys. All right, guys, so the idea of a go bag, get home bag. I'm definitely more in the get home category. I'm not planning on the whole bug out thing. It may be something to look forward to in the future, but right now, like, that's not where my mindset is at. I'm just worried about getting home. I work about 20 miles from home, so when I'm done, I want to be able to get, if I have to, I want to be able to get home. No matter what I'm running into, no matter what I'm facing, I want to get home. And these are some of the things that I have with me to fulfill that purpose. So first thing is the new bag. So this is a Mystery Ranch 50-liter pack. It has some very typical Mystery Ranch features. It has the tri-zip, which you can kind of see on the front here. So let's do some unclipping of things. So it has a standard tri-zipper that almost every Mystery Ranch bag has, which is basically zipper goes this way and this way. So if you had to, you have access to the top of the bag. You can reach down in through it. But it also then, of course, has zipper down the front. All of these zippers are very, very weatherproof. So there is that part to it. And it has some neat tricks up its sleeve that we'll be going over, and I'll be showing you as best as I can anyway, and maybe why this is the bag for you. So if we're talking about getting home, it would be wonderful if I could get in my car and drive home. But the reality is that may not be possible. The next hope is that I could just throw a backpack on and walk home. But the reality of where we live in is that you may meet resistance between where you are and home. And that's kind of the mindset that I have, is that I have everything I need in case I not only, have to sleep out overnight because I'm not walking 20 miles in a day, or in case, God forbid, something gets in my way and I'm not able to get home. So that's kind of the mindset behind what I have with me. This rides with me every day. This is my AKM4 micro rig. It is loaded and ready to go. On this side over here, I've got a flashlight. I've got 4 mags. I've got Medical Plus. So it's not just an IFAK, it's an IFAK Plus. I've gone over this all. This hasn't really changed. I've got a tourniquet on a SUE quick deployment pouch over here. On the bottom here, I've got a couple of smoke grenades. These are twin vent Enola Gays. Nice thing about those is they put a lot of smoke out really, really fast. And they work. There are other brands out there that don't seem to, but the Enola Gays 100% work, even if people call it just airsoft junk. So this is my micro rig. It is dirty. It has been used. I have ran this through a class at Prepared Patriot, their rifle class. It worked as advertised. I also have some pace beads, because if I'm walking, that would be helpful. If you don't know what pace beads are, you can find it easy enough. It's very easy to make this on your own. I've also got a carabiner here. I usually have a pair of gloves that are clipped right there. They aren't there at the moment. They're probably somewhere in this bag here. So that is my micro rig. This is there to support my weapon. So this is my everyday, rides with me in my truck. This is my gun. Nothing's really changed. I'm sure you've seen this before on the channel. I've got a Holosun magnifier. I've got a Holosun red dot. I don't know what model it is. It's the 500 series, whatever. I don't know. It's a red dot. It works. I've got a Surefire light head with Reptilia mount body, pressure pad that may or may not be going the way of the Dodo. It's got Midwest backup sights. They're combat sights. It's got a Radian charging handle. The bolt that's in this one is from the Tactical Edge. This does have a law folder, and that's so it can fit in the bag that it rides in my car. Other than that, it's all, you know, it's an AR-15. This rides with me every single day, every day. Do I have delusions of grandeur that I'm going to go get my truck gun? No, not really. But yeah. So the new thing is the Mystery Ranch pack. That's the new hotness for me anyway. Something that's new for me. Before this, I was using an LA Police Gear bag. Before that, I was using an SOE Day Pack. The SOE Day Pack was great, but it didn't necessarily give me what I needed. I thought maybe for a long walk. So I decided to go with something a little bit more hiking oriented, because I know I'm going to be walking. So on top of on the very top pouch that's in the Mr. Ranch bag, I have an IFAK. Now this is the pullout from the Refuge Medical Western IFAK. So this is their like hunter focus kind of IFAK. It's got a Sawyer Mini up top here, plus all the usual IFAK stuff, plus some other stuff added to it. There's a video on this. Maybe I'll link it below, maybe I won't. So that is up top in that top area, because I didn't want to, there's no modeling on the bag, which is part of the reason why I bought the bag, but this fits perfectly in the top, and if I need to grab something and go fast, I figure that's a good thing to grab. I also have a pair of shears, an extra tourniquet, and a rat's tourniquet in an SOE pouch. So at my disposal, I have 1, 2, 3 tourniquets just in the top of the bag, plus what's on my person. And I think that's something people tend to forget is, you know, you have your EDC with you. You should have a couple tourniquets on you already. So just keep that in mind. So that's there. In the very top here, I have just a knit cap, headlamp, a knit cap, and a bandana. Depending on what's going on, whether it's riots, you know, there's smoke in those things, or whether, you know, it's just cold, knit cap, and headlamp. You can never go wrong with a headlamp. You should have them with everything. So that's in the very top. As I open the bag, one of the things that I have shoved in here is a water filtration system. So this isn't just a water filter. This is a water filtration system. What makes it a system? Well, I'm glad you asked. First of all, Kane Provisions makes basically a water decontamination kit. So there's water tabs in here, there's wipes, like this is a video in and of itself, which I will do at some point, but this is a great thing to have in with your stuff. So that is from Kane Provisions. Everyone's been talking about these and saying good things, so I figured it wouldn't be a bad thing to throw into the kit. And what I have in here is a battery-powered water filter. So this is something that Jaeger showed on one of his bug out things. So this is battery-powered. And the idea is that you do have to prime the filter first, but you can basically fill a container and walk away. The ability to fill a container and walk away instead of having to pump it or wait for gravity feed, I think is fantastic. And it doesn't take up that much room, and this comes with all the stuff. It's from a company called Survivor Filter. I think that this combination of stuff right here, plus having the Sawyer filter on top of that, I think is just tits. I think that you can't, this may even be overkill for my purposes, but I think it's not a bad idea to have something like this. I'm not going to try and put it back together again. So again, Survivor Filter, Kane Provisions, water needs. And this is reaching down through the bag. So then I've got an SOE toiletry bag. In this SOE toiletry bag, I have just kind of random stuff. This is an inflatable pillow. If you've gone camping and you don't have that, and you've brought it, I think that you'll wish you had it. This is just, instead of paracord, I have bank line. I don't think I need as much as paracord. I don't think I need any of that thing that's stout. So I just put some bank line in this bag. I also have some paracord as well. This is something that I think everyone kind of overlooks. And so this is basically a first aid kit focused on your feet. I weigh 280 pounds. If I'm planning on walking anywhere and I'm not taking care of my feet, I'm being foolish. You should be wearing wool socks anyway. You should have a pair of wool socks anyway, an extra pair. But this is first aid for your feet just in case. I think it is a great thing to have in your kit. It doesn't take up that much room. And if you're planning on having to walk any kind of distance, I think it's wise. I also have a roll of 1-inch Gorilla Tape. Between these three things, I could probably makeshift almost anything I need to, including doing repairs to my gear. And if you think I'm missing something in any of this stuff, please, I would love to hear your input. I know that I am not the end all be all. I'm just doing what makes sense to me, common sense, and also compared to what other people do. Let's see what's next in the bag of wonder. Okay, so this is another SOE bag. I know, shocking. So this is one of their day pack pouches, and this has just food. So I've got a mountain house in here, 2 mountain houses, and I have just some non-chocolate based bars, like the Nutri-Grain bars. That way they don't go rancid and horrible. But really, guys, other than Mountain House, which lasts forever, you really should be going through this and switching stuff out like every year at the least, because it is in your vehicle. It's getting hot. It's freezing. All those things. Good idea to switch this out. But food. And this is just one of their day pack pouches that happens to be Velcro backed. I had it lying around, so I used it for that. Something else I have in this bag that I really, really hope to never have to use. So you saw that I had the rifle and I have the AKM4 Micro. This is refuel for the rifle and the pistol. So this is the bag that the Refuge Medical Kit came in. I didn't have a purpose for it anymore because I switched things around. So I was trying to think of what I could use it for, and it works really well as an ammo pouch. So I've got in here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 AR mags and 2 pistol mags. I mean, that's pretty straightforward. I don't really think any more really needs to be said about that. It's just a pouch that has ammo in it, which, by the way, is also first aid gear, depending on how you look at it. Okay, what's next in my bag of wonder? So this is just basically, what do they call it, a DOP kit or whatever. This is just to feel a little better, I guess. So I have wet wipes. I've got one of those, I have a couple of these expandable towels. I got some hot hands, another expandable towel. I've got some roll-on sunscreen. This is tits, guys. I've got some spray-on sunscreen. I've got just basic lotion. Can't hurt. I've got some Neosporin. I got some lip balm. I've got some Aquaphor. And I've got another thing of lip balm. I think the only thing really I'm missing from this bunch is bug spray. Now, bug spray lives in my car door. I have a little, one of these pouches is actually attached to the carpet in my door of my vehicle, like on the side right next to the driver's. But it would probably not be a bad idea to add a little thing of bug spray to this as well. Can't hurt. And this is just in an SOE small mesh pouch. So that is that. Okay, this, I believe, is, yeah, so this is kind of a conglomeration of a bunch of junk. Not junk, but I have fire starting stuff. Like, this is all to start a fire, all this stuff right here. All this will start a fire. This is one of these LED road flares for signaling. I've got a backup headlamp. I've got some batteries, more batteries. I've got a glow stick, batteries, more batteries. This is just a small Phillips head / flathead screwdriver. I thought that'd be good to have in the kit. way to sharpen my knife, some duct tape, and just some carabiners. And that's it. My guess is that I could probably cut down the amount of batteries. All the batteries I have, like this pack right here, probably won't go back in. These are all the batteries I really need. I've got AA's, AAA's, I've got CR123s, and I've got an 18650 in there. Same thing. Realistically, do I need 3 of these? No. This will stay. One of these will stay. This will go. And guys, that's the other thing too, is you're going through your kit. Like, you really should be brutalizing it. You know, like, if you don't need all that stuff, then don't put all that stuff in. And that's also in another SOE toiletry bag. It's orange fire, kind of sort of color coded. I know what it is when I reach down in to get it. Aha! This is an interesting bag. So what is this? So there's a company called Sea to Summit, and they make dry bags. And the neat thing about the bag that I have is that it's kind of made for hunting in the fact that there are straps you can open up, and it will allow you to basically pull your bag away from the frame. So this bag is an expander for this bag. And it's relatively waterproof, water resistant. It has, normal dry bag top. It weighs nothing. So it simply is living in there so I have an ability to be able to expand my bag as needed, because the reality is that I have clothes that I'd be changing into. Maybe I don't want to ditch them. Maybe I want to bring them. Either way, it weighs nothing, takes up no room, so why not have it? What else do we have in here? Okay, so this is a hammock tent. It is not an expensive one. It's a very cheap one. I've used it a few times. It worked as prescribed. Do I think that this would be great to go camping with every weekend? No. No, I think it'll tear and it'll break, and that would be a horrible idea. But that's not the intention of what's in this bag. It is light, it doesn't take up much room, and it gives me shelter. That is kind of the extent of what I'm worried about. So that's this. Next in here is this here. So this is a blanket. This is, you can see it still has the tags on it. This is a recent addition, but I wanted to leave it on there so I had a description of what it is. So this is, the outer shell is denier nylon with ripstop. The filling is 200 grams of down, 80% of down, 20% filler. So the idea of this is just a really lightweight, takes up nothing blanket. Because if I'm off the ground, one of the disadvantages of being off ground is that in the winter months, that you're more prone to get cold. So it's great in the summertime, but wintertime not so much. But that's the idea of this, is that this will hopefully keep me warm-ish. And again, same kind of idea. The very last thing in there, this is just a cheap, not expensive, but relatively good bag. This is just a mummy bag. This is good down to 45 degrees, but I figure between this and the down blanket, I should be good to go. Again, I'm not camping out for the weekend, relaxing. I am trying to get home. So this is not a bag that is necessarily big enough for my height, but I don't care. My guess is I would use it more as a layer inside of the hammock, and then cover myself with the blanket. And again, you're going to be in whatever gear you have with you. So act accordingly. So that's that. And I believe, guys, that is the bottom of, oh, one more thing. Aha! I knew this was in here somewhere. So this is an SOL Escape Bivy. So what this is basically a upgraded, toughened, ruggedized, I guess you'd call it, Mylar bag. It has a green outer and it has the Mylar in the middle. The idea being, if you crawl into this and it's cold out, you could survive. So I just added this to the kit, figuring that I could crawl into this if need be. Again, it's winter time still here in PA, even though we really haven't had a hard winter this year, but a good idea nonetheless to have. And again, takes up no room, has no weight to it whatsoever. And back to the bag itself. So the bag itself has some really good support with the hip belt. It's very padded. Same with the shoulders. They're ridiculously well padded. You can kind of see here on the side that there is a frame, and you can kind of see how the bag comes away from the frame. So if you loosen all these straps up, what you're able to do is pull this off and pull the bag away, and that's where you would slip in the dry bag. Seems like a very well-made bag. I don't have any real complaints about it. It's got a pocket inside of it for things. It also has these on the outside for water or whatever. Just like a little elastic outer pouch. It has some area on the body itself to be able to strap things on to expand it. It also has on the bottom, if you wanted to put a sleeping bag down here, it has the ability for that. So that is it. So this is my current Get Home bag, and what's in it, at least for the moment. So there you have it, guys. So as I said in the video, this is the new Get Home bag. This is basically what I'm going to. Now, I always have this bag with me. So this is my EDC bag, right? So this is meant to get me to this bag. And there are items that are in this bag here that are going to come out and go into that bag. That's why I have the expandable ability with it. That's why I got that bag specifically, is the idea that I can, if I need to, make this bag bigger, make it carry more stuff. So that's it, guys. So, and it's not about the bag. I mean, it's great that the bag has the support that I need and that I want, and that it's framed the way I want it. But that's not really the important part. The important part is that you're putting thought into your gear. You're putting thought into what you're taking with you. You're putting thought into how you're getting home. Because it's as much about the discussion as anything else. Okay? So, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you got something out of it. As always, I will have links below for all the different things from the video. As much as I can remember anyway. And I hope you guys are doing well. And remember, guys, your path is out there. Go find it.